Alrighty guys, so we've got the front axle completely torn apart. As you can see by our cart full of parts and our box full of hardware. Definitely always try and keep everything as organized as possible. Taking off? Hey, look! Anyways, we've got this thing completely torn apart. I mean, we removed the calipers, the rotors, everything, all the steering, the track bar. So again, like I said, this thing is basically ready to get gone completely through, get fully cleaned. There's a few things that need replaced. This thing definitely needs ball joints too. The steering completely replaced. So that's something, you know, that I told the customer. It's up to him. So if he wants all new steering and ball joints, we'll go ahead and replace that. We're gonna go ahead, get this thing cleaned. But before that, we're gonna get that one also completely torn apart and then get them both clean and degreased. Seeing stuff like this is where I wish I had a, hot pressure washer, but we'll get it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get the other one prepped, and yeah, like I said, we'll go ahead and get them all cleaned up. Okay guys, so we got the axle completely torn apart and ready to clean, which is what we're doing out here in the backyard or side yard of the shop. And we got the axle completely torn apart. Like I mentioned in the last clip, I noticed that the ball joints were kind of shot too. Or actually, I don't even know if I mentioned it in the last clip or not, but I was kind of messing around with it. And I actually noticed that the ball joints were shot. So we talked to the customer. He did say he wants to do ball joints. So we got this thing completely torn apart. It'll actually make it easier to clean it this way. We're going to go ahead, throw you guys on the tripod, pressure wash this thing, degrease it, get it as best and as ready as we can for paint. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right guys, so we're gonna be trying a little bit of Purple Power Extreme power cleaner and degreaser today to try and clean this out. I've never tried it before, but hopefully it does a pretty good job. We did a decent job removing a lot of the built up grease with the pressure washer. So hopefully this and a little bit of scrubbing will get all of it off, because we definitely want it to be super clean before we start spraying it with any paints. Also, fun fact about Purple Power, they were actually one of the first big companies, I guess, that ever sent me anything when I was first doing YouTube. So huge shout out, Purple Power. I really appreciate you. And if you guys are still watching, I need a refill. Alrighty guys, so we're done cleaning the axles and they actually came out pretty good. We were able to get all the built up grease and all that stuff completely off the axles. And now they're basically ready to get wire wheeled. And we do that basically for two things. One, to kind of smooth out all the little rough spots that I might have, kind of like over here. But it also leaves a rougher texture for the paint to be able to really stick to these things. Not that they're not already rough enough, but it'll just make it better. So like I said, I'm just gonna give it a quick wire wheel all throughout it. We're probably just gonna do the front axle right now, and then we're gonna hit it with some Rust-Oleum primer for this stuff, and then a couple layers of satin black paint, because I think that's what looks the best on these things, and we'll basically be good to go. We still gotta do the knuckles on this thing, but we're waiting for the ball joints to come in. So once the ball joints come in, we'll get the knuckles prepped, painted, throw the new ball joints in it, and then at that point we'll slap the whole axle back together and we'll be good to go to pull the truck in to the shop and get it swapped over. So again, really exciting. This thing's gonna be a pretty cool build, so can't wait to get it done. Alrighty guys, so quick update. We've got this thing very close to being finished. We just got to do the final little touches, which is basically wiring at the actual lift and at the panel. But as you can see, we've got conduit going all the way up to the roof, across. Do want to, you know, all the way down to the lift. It came out pretty good. I'm actually learning decently well how to bend with that pipe conduit bender. It looks like it's on level, but we put the level to it and it was level. So I don't know if it's the phone, because it looks good in person. But anyways, we did a couple bends there and there, another one over there, and like that one came up exactly where I wanted it, like that 90. And then that bend over there, we did a little bit more bend than we needed to, but we were already up there, so we made it work. And again, we went all the way across, and over here by the lift where we needed to, you know, actually come down to the lift, we bought some of that, I forget what it's called, but that like flexible conduit with, you know, wire already in it. So we went from that box right there all the way down to the lift. And then, like I said, here at the lift, we just got to make the actual connections. So we have a ground that I already did, and then our two hots. So I'm going to go ahead, get these two wired up right here, get them wired up at the panel, and then we're going to switch the power back on and hope that all of this works like it should. Okay guys, so we have the lift side of things wired up. You know, I followed the instructions that Brent told me, the guy that sold me this lift. By the way, I'll give you guys this info again if you are in Arizona and want one of these lifts installed. But we've got this wired up. Now we're gonna go to the panel and get the breaker wired up and test it. And like I said, hopefully nothing will burn up. So yeah, let's go do that. Okay guys, so as you can see, we got the breaker wired up. I'm not gonna show you or tell you much of how I did it, because obviously this is not what I do, but it's wired up. So what we're gonna do is throw the cover back on this thing, flip the power back onto this, and test everything. And like I said, fingers crossed that nothing blows up. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so we've got the power on, so moment of truth. Okay, so far so good. No sparks, nothing burning. So let's go check out the lift. Oh, this is exciting. Oh boy. Let's see. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Check that out, guys. We got a freaking lift. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Dude, this is crazy. Oh my God. Oh, that scared me. That's the lock. Dude, this is awesome. I'm gonna take them all the way up and leave them up just so the legs are out of the way. By the way, I don't know if that's a proper thing to do, so if I'm not supposed to do that, then let me know. But at least like that will clear up a little bit of floor space. Okay, so I don't know if they're gonna be able to be high enough to be out of the way. Let me see. So that right there is S. They're barely high enough for me to clear, but I am the tallest guy here in the shop, so I don't know. I might bring them back down. Yeah, I'll bring them back down. I don't know why I thought that they would go a lot higher. But I mean, like this is, again, like I said, I'm the tallest guy in my shop. And as long as an OBS can fit under that bar over there, like I could fully, comfortably stand underneath it and be able to work, which is awesome. This is amazing. I'm so thankful and so grateful that I finally have this. And it sucks that it took me so long to wire it in. But we seriously been just super busy. And Like, we're still super busy, but I gotta start using this thing. And we really gotta have Bryce's truck under its own weight, so that again we can move it out of the way, bring in that gray truck, get it knocked out, and then jump back on Bryce's trucks. Oh boy, man, this is awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for everything you guys do for us. You know, we truly appreciate you. Again, guys, if you guys need help with one of these lifts, with installing them, or help with, I'm not sure if they sell these or just install them, but I would hit these guys up. So again, that's the company, that's the phone number. And as for Brent, he's the one that helped me out. So again, guys, super excited to finally have this thing operational. It was honestly kind of embarrassing, you know, having this thing and not using it. So pretty soon we're gonna have the OBS, or at least my daily driver. That car is leaking like a mofo, so I gotta fix some things on that. But no, for sure that gray OBS is probably gonna be the first one that gets on there. And again, we've got this thing fully painted. The ball joints and all that stuff did come in, so we're probably gonna be working on that tomorrow. But for now, that's gonna be the video for today, guys. Again, a huge thank you for all the support, you know, all the projects, everything that's been going on lately. And if you guys do want us to swap your truck, send me an email, blowingdiesel@gmail.com, and I can get over a quote to you guys. And if you guys just want the best axle swap kit on the market, again, blowingdiesel.com. That's where you guys can find it. Oh man, I'm excited. Thank you guys. And again, leave a comment, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one.